review, all right? All right, so in the folder you find in the WhatsApp group, there's a mine. So you'll find there's a new lecture notes, the one that I share up to where we listen. Today is a lesson 7. So we already finished the background of Visuddhimagga, the sila, and then the concentration to do a good friend and impediments. 6 temperaments we just discussed last week. So you should know your own temperament. And then Kasina is said to be common for all. Okay. Now, according to the previous lesson, so the step should be purify the one morality virtue, chapter 1 in Visuddhimagga, severe the 10 impediments like attachment to book, attachment to ladies, and so on. Approach a good friend. So a good friend should be somebody who can give you a meditation subject. It's a giver of meditation subject or object, right? So any of the teacher, or if you cannot find a teacher, so you should maybe ask somebody who had practiced well. And out of the 40 types of meditation, so that's for the samatha is 40 type, then you should choose according to your own temperament. There's a chapter 4 to 11. All right. Now, today we are on chapter 4. Then go to live in a suitable place. All right. And then severe the lesser impediment. So this one is a previous one. So we already discussed about this. And then the 6 temperament we already discussed last week, lesson 6. All right. So we already discussed, but most of us is either mixed around. So most of you are Buddhi. Most of you are Sada, faith, and some of you are Buddhi, some of you are Vitaka, right? But most of us minimally had little bit Raga, greed. Most of us have little bit Dosa, but if it's not predominant, that's okay. Today we will talk about the first one, Kasina. Okay. Now, Kasina can be colors or other Kasina is say suitable for all temperaments, but it's already mentioned here. All types of meditation does suppress the greed and help to increase the faith, right? Because I say in the Meggiya Sutta, right? So any of meditation you try, regardless of your temperaments or whatever, it will reduce greed. That's the purpose of samatha, because samatha is one-pointedness on the object, so it will reduce the hindrances like sensual desire, and it will increase faith. How it increase faith? Because when you really taste the Dhamma, then you believe in the Buddha teaching. So that's lesson 6. And today we on the lesson 7. So I already sent to you all just now on the WhatsApp. Now, actually, we did this about 1.5 years ago, November 2023. So I think I stopped maybe in December. I think I continued 2024. So it is a old lesson, but it's all this information you find for Kasina, you find more on the Visuddhimagga or in the Visuddhimagga. Other books will not give you such a great detail, and most of the meditation teacher will quote from either Visuddhimagga, then another book they will quote is this Paṭิsamභිda. Okay, so Paṭิsamභිda is a book that not a lot of people will read it because it's actually look like Abhidhamma. So you find this in the Sutta Pitaka, Kuttaka Nikaya. So this Paṭิsamභිda Magga. All right. We call it now they translate the path of discrimination. So one of my PhD not one, it's my PhD book, is translate the Atthagata or this chapter of Panya. It's actually quite difficult because Paṭิsamභිda is very detailed, and then the chapter also a lot of Abhidhamma point and Visuddhimagga point. So you will find in this Visuddhimagga or Paṭิsamභિda, these two books. Now, Visuddhimagga is already translated to English, so we are very lucky. So we can really read in English. All right. So this is a chapter 4 from the Visuddhimagga. So revise, there are 4 elementary kasina: earth, water, fire, and wind. So in Pali, we call it Paṭhavī, Apo, Tejo, Vāyo. And then blue, yellow, red, white, color kasina, 4. And then there's a space kasina and light kasina. Now, we will start with the earth kasina. Now, what is Earth Kasina? Earth Kasina means, now the meaning of Kasina is sometimes they call it device. Sometimes they call it, it's normally in a round shape. But we just use the Kasina because it's difficult to translate to English and get the whole meaning. So one is called natural Kasina, another one is prepared one. Now, the solidity is the property of natural earth. This is called natural earth. This is from Visuddhimagga. What is made of earth dug out by a man himself or by another one is called prepared earth. The earth is of 4 colors. Normally, it's white, black, red, and color dawn. So here, a yogi should not add anything to natural earth. He should exclude white, black, red. Why? When he meditates on earth of this color, he does not get the after image. By dwelling on white, black, or red, he practices color kasina. Why? Now, why you say like this? Because sometimes the earth have different color. Some of the soil may be black color, or some may be near the off-white or red. Okay, but the problem is, if you are practicing the earth with red color, with white color, or in black color, you might, instead of changing to color kasina, instead of earth kasina. So the best is dawn color. Now, what is the nature of dawn? Dawn will be something like reddish brown, okay? Or normally if you see any earth color, it will be brown. But he said, according to here, the best one is dawn color. So a little bit reddish brown. So this is the one. Now, how do you prepare it? Okay. So I just find a kind of like video today. This one. Right, it's a 3-minute. So I will stop sharing and then restart again. Okay, now I need to share the sound again. Okay. Can you hear it?
So here we have our handmade earthen Kasina and the actual process of shaping clay or the materials that you can get for your retreat are important actually to the absorption of this feeling of the earth. So with our bare hands, we're going to shape some clay, and this is a way of, it is a meditation in itself. It's manual meditation. Your hands are involved in this very process. You're highly conscious of the resistance of this earth or clay, and you are absorbed. It takes your attention to shape this clay. It's already a meditation. It's already an absorption. It's also involving your body as well. It's bodily meditation. It is like walking meditation. You're just using your hands. This is mindfulness in motion, mindfulness in action. There are a number of different meditations recommended by the Buddha, which are conducted while the body is in motion. So we can be fully, note this, and congratulations that you are taking care of yourself. We're frequently told, and it will be of service to you for perhaps a long time. So we engage completely crystalline perfection as the mind is focused to the sight, and eventually suddenly be an absorption in this.
Okay, because they didn't get the original earth, so they are using a clay, all right? But actually, like we say, the best color should be a reddish brown. So anyway, you just get any of the earth, and then you put on a round tray like this, and make it smooth. It should be as smooth as possible, okay? So that's how she trying to make a smooth clay. But for you all, you can get any earth that you can remove all the dirts, all the leaves or whatever, and make it as smooth as possible like this, okay?
The most obvious one being.
Then you take out from the tray, all right? Okay. Now you can see it's actually kind of like not so big, not so smooth, not so big, not so small. It's like about 2 hand size. Yeah. Okay. So after you do what you do, okay. So that's how she do. She put in front of her, and then sit down and meditate. All right. So at first, when you get the first the thing is you should get a tray, not so big, not so small. Because it's too big, maybe your mind cannot absorb all. It's too small, you have to strain your mind. So just what you like according to your mind, right? Like this shape. Then make it as round, put on a tray, and polish it as remove all the maybe because sometimes when we get from the earth, there will be some dirt like leaves or twigs or whatever. So remove all the dirt and make it as flat as possible and make it as one color. So like just now say the color should be a red color or reddish brown, or if not, you can get any brown color like now. Then after that, you open your eyes. The first thing you should do is not close your eyes because you need to open your eyes, look at it first. Then after that, when you be able to see it, then you close your eyes. Okay? But you still maintain it because if you don't maintain it, sometimes you might forget you need to open your eyes and look at it again. Okay.
Quiet, secluded place.
Then go to secluded place.
We absorb it through our sight, and we absorb.
Okay, so this is making the of Kasina, all right? So this is called, you get the real natural earth, all right? So this is the first one. Now, okay. So, no, sorry, just now should be called the prepare one, all right? Prepare one. Now, what is a non-prepare natural one? Now, this means that it's very easy. You just go to a place, a level ground, which is free from tickets. So I think the best is like if you're having a gardening or whatever, a piece of land, there is no trees or no roots or no grass. So just make a circle. Just make a circle. What you do, use a stick and draw a circle in front of this piece of land. So this is called non-prepared natural earth. So the earlier one is called the prepared one. Okay. All right. Okay. So in the learning sign, so we call it the earlier learning sign and counterpart sign. All right. So the first one we call it learning sign. Learning sign is that the one that you see. You see the earth. The earth will be exactly with the fault. Right? What is the fault? The fault means that when you see it, it will be just like the earth. So if the earth is dirty, with some little bit dust or whatever, you will see the fault like this. But later, when your concentration is good, it will arise that we call counterpart sign. So it will arise in your mind, and this counterpart sign has no fault and is very bright. Okay. Anyway, we go through it again, right? Okay. Now, so normally in this kind of practice, there are three kind of sign. Okay. So far, I think you all understand already, right? What is the first one? The first one we call it Parikrama Nimitta, preliminary sign. It's the physical earth, like just now, seen with the eye. So you look at it again, and after that you go to secluded place and you just place the piece of earth, like just now the tray, just put inside of you. So this is called preliminary sign. It's just a tray here. So, for example, okay, the tray, right? The earth on the tray, like just now. So this is exactly what we see just now. Now, the second part is after you see with the eyes, then when you close your eyes, you will see something in your mind, all right? So this is called ugaha nimitta. We call it learning or grab sign. Because of the Pali word uga. Ga is in Pali ganati, take. So uga means take out. Sometimes we call it take out sign. So that's why it translates as grab sign. Literally, it means learning sign. So this kind of sign is actually an image. It appears in your mind. Okay. The first one is appear outside on a tray, on the earth. All right. So it's a really a physical one. The one that you can touch, can hold. But the second one, this is ugaha nimitta, is not something that you can hold. It because it appear in your mind. All right. So I'll repeat again. The first one is you make a tray like just now, make a earth, put on the tray. You make it round, smooth, as maybe a shape like this or whatever. You make it smooth, take out all the dirt, whatever, and you look at it with your eyes. Okay, so you see it in front, you go to a place, you see, you look at it again. But this physical one, we call it parikamma nimitta, preliminary sign. So after that, when you find that you'll be able to focus on it, then you can close your eyes. When you close your eyes, the image you see outside, it will appear in your mind. So this is we call it ugaha nimitta, grasp or learning sign. Okay. So at that time, do you have some concentration? Yes, some. Because you can see your mind, this means that your mind can concentrate on that image. You have some concentration. You have managed to reduce some hindrances, but the jhana are not strong yet. So you will not get jhana at that time. Okay. Now later, so when this sign change to very bright, it's like it's kind of like you see kind of like star or very bright image in your mind. But actually, this is just produced by perception, right? So this is we call Paṭhavī nimitta, counterpart sign. So at that time, it will be very bright without fault. So at that time, you will have two kind of concentration. So the first one you call access concentration. The second one is called absorption concentration. Access concentration means it's a quite deep concentration. It's near to jhana. So your 500 has been suppressed, but it's not inside jhana. So absorption concentration is very deep concentration. Normally we call it in jhana. So at that time, your jhana factors are very strong. Okay. All right. So so far, anybody want to ask anything about this? Clear?
Evening,
Yes.
Sayajit.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Xiu
want to
Hong, yes.
ask, what is that fault thing?
Fault means, okay, for example, when you prepare the earth, right? So the earth, you will see some, no matter how
Oh,
much you clean the
okay,
earth,
okay,
there will
okay.
be some, the earth will not have like totally one color, right? Okay,
Oh, okay, I
for example,
understand.
I show you like this, okay? Now, for example, this is the earth, okay? Now, when you see the earth, do you see all the faults with dot, 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 dot? Because it's not the same color, right? It's not the same
Oh,
color.
okay.
All right. But the one appear in your mind. Okay, let's see. The one appear in your mind will be same color like this, right? Can you see the difference? This is the same like physical earth where it has all the faults. We call it the faults here.
So this
It's not
is
smooth. It's
it
not smooth,
happened
the colors.
during learning our grab sign, you can see.
Yeah, it is because grab sign means you grasp. Okay, so this is called parikamma nimitta. It's like the real earth that you can touch. But when you close your eyes, it will appear this same image in your mind, right?
Oh,
When it appear in your mind, it will fall off. You will still have the thoughts like this.
okay, I
right?
understand.
Okay. But when you concentrate on it again, so it will be until its color will become like
Yeah.
same color. It will be very bright and same color. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Can
Okay.
understand.
Can so
Thank you.
so this one you all, if you want to practice this, you need to practice by yourself. All right. So we will just give you some
Uh,
theory.
Good evening,
Yes.
Saji. I have a
Yes, Siu Hua.
question. Siu Hua
Yes.
here.
Yes.
I have heard of momentary concentration. Is it the same as assess concentration?
No, momentary
Oh.
concentration is vipassana.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think one of the
Uh-huh.
previous lecture I mentioned already. So momentary concentration, we call it, okay, so I'll write somewhere at the end. All right. So later I'll update here so you all can refer to same document. Okay, I'll write at the end. Huh? Okay, now momentary concentration, right? So we have the Pali word called Kanika Samadhi. It's we call it more moment to moment, right? Concentration. And this happen only in Vipassana. So it's not same with just now the excess concentration or what. So in Jhāna, we have this, we call it excess concentration. Sometimes we call it neighborhood concentration, which is near to Jhāna. So absorption is inside the Jhāna. All right. So this, so we call it sometimes neighborhood. Why call neighborhood? Because it's near to Jhāna. So this samatha. So we had 3 types here. So this is the first. Second will be samatha. Two kind. So this is a before jhana, and absorption is in the jhana. Before and after the jhana. Okay. Siu Hua. The difference is okay. The difference between samatha is you focus on one object, right? Focus on one object. And vipassana, you can focus on multiple objects. So in a way, you can say it, because it focuses on so many objects, it cannot go for absorption. So momentary concentration is actually same as this is according to vipassana. Excess concentration is same as momentary, or you can say in a way better write it. Okay, momentary concentration is same as or similar to excess concentration, because it be able to suppress some hindrances, okay? Oh, all right, can
Okay, thank you, Saji.
all right, okay, now, so we go back to just now. All right, remember we have 2 types of meditation. So if you are staying in flat or whatever, so you cannot get the natural one. So you have to do the prepare one. Like just now, you find a tray, you put the earth, make it as smooth as possible. Then you put in front of you and look at it. So this is called prepare one. Natural is very easy. If you go for, like in Singapore, there's some natural park or whatever, you go to find a place, there's no glass or whatever, just draw a circle in front of you and sit and look at the circle. All right, so there's actually it's actually quite nice, but sometimes not easy, because like in Singapore, when you go for botanical garden, it's a tourist place. A lot of people also going there. All right. Okay, now, so what we want is, this is easy to get. All right, you just need to make it. So yes, this is also not so bad. You close your eyes and then you can see the same image as the parikama nimitta. What you want to develop is up to this one, counterpart sign, where the image is clear, very bright. The moment it's very, very bright and without fault, then you either in the excess concentration, but you need to develop it until you are in jhana. All right? Okay, so that's what some do. Okay, now, then the Visuddhimagga continue with paragraph 35. I will put the numbers here because I hope you all can go and read it, because it's actually quite impossible for me to finish the whole book in paragraph by paragraph. So I just get give you the more, the essential point. Now, you need to guide the sign, right? Because the sign is a nimitta here. So we always use the word nimitta. So you need to have suitable abode and resort for people, for monks, none at that time. So easy to get alms food, speech. So if you are practicing meditation, especially samatha, you should not talk at all. Because the moment you talk or people talk to you, your mind will be distracted. And you should associate with people who has concentration, all right? And then you need to find the food suitable for you. Because some of you like sweet food, some of you like sour food, some of you like spicy food, right? So sometimes if you cannot get the food you want, and then the mind will be unhappy and restless. And also the climate is important because some of you prefer cool weather. Some of you cannot stand the cold weather. Okay. Here in Myanmar, actually, most of the old lady, they cannot stand the cold weather. So I remember my experience. So first time I go to meditation center, I see the fan there, like in all the Malaysian, we will turn on the fan. So the moment I turn on the fan, all the old lady in Myanmar, they look at me. They don't look at me, they look at the fan because they want the fan to switch off. So after I get so embarrassed, I switch off the fan. Then I feel very hot because I'm in a mosquito net and no fan. Right. So different people have different climate. Then you have to find the posture you like because some of you prefer sitting. Some of you find that you can get uh, better concentration, mindfulness by walking. What do you mean by walking? All right. Of course, when you are doing this kasina, you need to sit down, but sometimes it's also possible. So you can just, if you pace on the wall, so if pace on the wall, you can just stand up and look at it, also possible. All right. Because sometimes you cannot sit for a long time. All right. So you need to protect the sign according to Visuddhimagga through refraining from evil, practice good and constant endurance. So you need to make effort. All right. Okay, so we finished this part already. Now, then the paragraph 43, paragraph 44, and 49 mention this one. Now, basis clean. Internal means your own body. So if you want to get good samatha, good samadhi, you need to make sure you, like, for example, you cut your fingernail, brush your teeth, take a shower. So make your body clean. And make sure your environment is clean, all right? So if your place, you don't switch don't sweep the floor, then the ants will come and so on, right? So needs to make sure the internal and external are good. And after that, need to maintain the balanced faculties. Paragraph 44 to 49. Right. Now, this one we mention again because all the meditation retreat, all the teacher will tell you, you need to make sure your faculties are balanced. Now, you need to have sada, faith, to be balanced with panya. Effort and must balance with samadhi. Mindfulness is always needed. So as much as possible, you should develop it. Samadhi is need to balance with viriya. And then knowledge, you need to balance with the sada. Now, because if the first one, sada, too much. So, and knowledge or wisdom not enough. So you tend to believe in people. So superstitious or blind faith, trust easily. So to solve it, you need to increase your wisdom. Now, if effort is too much, samadhi is not enough, then your mind is very restless. So at that time, you should do more sitting meditation or lying down. But if samadhi is too much, effort is too less, then you will feel sleepy, lazy. Sometimes we require over concentration. So you need to change it, go for more walking, more standing. Now, if knowledge, now this panya sometimes instead of wisdom, we call it knowledge. If knowledge is too much, but faith is too little, sometimes you have lots of doubts because of your critical mind. So you have over judgment, you have criticized mind. So you need to increase your faith by doing chanting and so on. Okay. So I think this is a kind of like important knowledge that everybody should have. So sometimes if you feel that you are very sleepy, then you should know how to handle. Sometimes if you are you think that you believe too much, then what should you do and so on. This one is actually not so difficult to understand. So any question up to this before I continue? Okay. Okay, now, so this means that from the Kasina, the Visuddhimagga, he going to talk about this one. Not on the Kasina yet, but it's talking about something that help us to develop the concentration, right? Then after that, so we need to protect the sign by development. Development means meditation, right? Sometimes in Pali they use the word development, but actually in Pali means bhavana. So this is talking about meditation. And then you need to exert the mind on an occasion when it should be exerted. This means that to make the mind more active, and then he need to restrain the mind on the occasion which should be restrained. So means that need to make the mind calm down by Paṭhavī. So all these are 52, 56, 57. All right. So this is talking about more 7 factors of enlightenment. Okay. Okay. Now, this means that from now it start to Visuddhimagga start to talk about the Bojjhanga factor. It's good to know this also, because the purpose of meditation when you practice samatha and finally you change to vipassana is to develop the factor of enlightenment, Bojjhanga. So mindfulness, Dhamma Vijaya, Viriya, Piti, Passaddhi, Samadhi, Upekkha. So there's one sutta, we call it Bojjhanga Sutta. So when people are sick or you are sick, you can recite again and again. So the purpose of Bojjhanga Sutta is to arouse the factors of enlightenment like this. All right. So this is called one of the Parita chanting. So sati, mindfulness. Now, when we say sati, mindfulness, what is actually mindfulness? Mindfulness means awareness, or simply we use the word you know. I know this, I know that, I know the meditation object. So you need to focus it, put the intention inside the body. No, normally we talk about mindfulness is be aware of your nama rupa first, all right? Not just look at others. So moment to moment. Then the result will be, because sati is the first one. When you have good sati, then you can increase the wholesome qualities and also develop the other Bojjhanga factor. So second one, Dhamma Vijaya. Investigation of doctrine or investigation of Dhamma. Sometimes we call it investigation of states. So Dhamma Vijaya, Viriya, Piti. So these 3, we call it the it's actually kind of like make the mind more active, right? So that's why it increase the exertion of the mind. So these 3 we should develop as much as possible. After you have mindfulness, so you need to contemplate the nama rupa, you need to ask question, need to balance the faculty. So paragraph 54, and then so all these you need to think about the qualities of triple gem, and to think that what if you go to apaya states and so on. So like this, you will increase the effort in the mind. Okay. But if you find that you want to increase the calmness, you want to make the mind quiet, so you want to reduce the activeness of the mind, then you need to develop the other 3. This we call it Passaddhi, Samadhi, Upekkha. Right. So paragraph 60, 61 say you need to have good food, suitable climate, you need to balance the faculties, maintain the neutrality. So you can see the 7 Bojjhanga factors. So there are 7 of them. Actually, if we develop it, there are actually 3 of them. So the first one, sati, is always needed. Okay. So if your mind is slow and if your mind is not so active to know the Dhamma, then you need to develop the Dhamma Vijaya, Viriya, Piti. All right, so make your mind more active, more have the investigative nature. But if you find that your mind is too active, then you need to develop the Passaddhi, Samadhi, and then the Upekkha. So you can take it like Sati is in the middle. So this is 2, 3, 4 is on the left side, and then the Passaddhi, Samadhi, Upekkha is on the right side. It's like Sati is trying to balance between the group number, this one, and the other group. Right? So the paragraph 63 and 64 is talking about this. He encouraged the mind on occasion where it should be encouraged. He looks on at the mind with equanimity. So this is number 7, where it should be looked on at with equanimity. So these two are talking about Bojjhanga factor. So he should avoid the unconcentrated person, means that people with no concentration. And he should associate with people who has concentration. There's a number 9. And he needs to have resoluteness upon that concentration. Means that he needs to incline the mind. All right. So we use the word incline the mind. This is an important factor. Sometimes our mind is not in that inclination. So sometimes you need to push the mind or lead the mind, right? Sometimes we use the word, you can lead the mind to the concentration. So then it can develop the Bojjhanga factors as above. All right, so any question on Bojjhanga? This is a very short introduction, right? Because since it's on the Kasina topic, so it actually, that's why Visuddhimagga is a big book, because it was talking about Kasina and now it go for Bojjhanga. Any question on this part? All right. Now we're still on theory. Let us continue. No questions. Now, paragraph 74 to 78 is on the Abhidhamma point. All right. So it's talking about cognitive process, the jhana, viti, different jhana factors, and so on. All right. So this we will skip here because this is not an Abhidhamma class. So already in Abhidhamma class, we already talked about jhana, but I haven't really go for the jhana viti. So maybe after we finish the Visuddhimagga, I will go back to Abhidhamma again. All right. Now, paragraph 88 and 88 will talk about what is the Vitakka and Vichara. All right, now I invite somebody to read. Okay, Thomas, can you read?
Applied thinking, Vitakana, is applied thought, Vitakka. Hitting upon is what is meant. It has the characteristics of directing the mind onto an object, mounting the mind on its object. Its function is to strike at and thresh. For the meditator is said in virtue of it. To have the object struck at by applied thought, threshed by applied thought. It is manifested as the leading of the mind onto an object. Sustained thinking, vichara, is sustained thought, vichara. Continued sustainment is what is meant. It has the characteristics of continued pressure on occupation with the object. Its function is to keep connascent mental states occupied with that. It is manifested as keeping consciousness anchored on the object.
Okay, so after you read it, so what do you can you use your use simple English to explain? Yeah.
Vitakka is the function of the mind that directs the mind to the object. It's just the beginning of the first intention. And vichara is keeping the mind on the object. It makes the mind staying on it.
Okay.
That's how I understand it.
All right. So do you see the four ways it explained, characteristic, function? Where's another one? 3 way, right?
The proximate cause and
Yeah.
the manifestation.
But here no proximate cause. You only have characteristic, function, and Manifestation, right?
And manifestation,
Okay,
yes.
okay. All right. So now, remember last time I was asking you what is a manifestation? Remember my answer?
The realization?
No, that's your
No,
answer.
that's what this was my answer, yes.
Yes. Okay.
I know what it means, but I don't remember your exact word, sorry.
How it show to
How it
us.
shows, yes,
Okay,
exactly.
all right.
How it
Okay.
shows, yes.
Yeah, all right. Now, Vitaka is, okay, for example, characteristic is direct, and Vichara is a continued pressure, right? Just continue on it. But how we know is it shows in a way, it leads the mind. For example, when we note the breathing or we note the abdomen rising, falling, it's like the mind that go there. Just put on there, it's like leading the mind there. That how it manifests to us. And then vichara is like we see it like it try to keep on the object. Okay?
Mhm.
All right. Okay, so this one. I ask you because you're old student. Normally new student I will not ask. If I scale.
I'm not the old student of Visuddhimagga, actually. I did
You
not attend this
you
class
did not
before.
attend at all?
No. It's first time.
Really?
I
thought you
only attended
attend.
Abhidhamma class,
Okay. So I think there are some other
but never
student.
mind.
So
Never
cute.
mind.
All right, okay. So Sumita, you can read this one. Sumita? Yes.
Yeah. Similarly, Vitaka is like the bees diving towards a lotus when it is minded to follow up the scent of it. Vichara is like the bees buzzing above the lotus after it has dived towards it.
Okay, so beside this simile, Sumita, is there any other simile you can remember? No. Yes or no?
Vitaka is the bee hoving on top of the
Okay.
flower, whereas
All
the
right.
Vichara, they already like focus,
Okay.
busy
Which
buzzing and taking
busy
like,
around. Okay.
yeah.
So the first one is going there, and the second one is on top of it, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. Now we go for the third, some more. Now people say I want to go to Jhāna, right? People always say, oh, okay, I want to go to Jhāna. I want to attend Jhāna. So actually, what is Jhāna? It's actually important to know, because some people say I cannot. I remember I go to Singapore. I was talking to one brother who very kind, sent us to Buddhist center, and he said he want to practice samatha and he want to continue samatha. I asked him, okay. He said, tell me he been practicing samatha for 5 years and he cannot even get first jhana. 5 years already. But of course, he's a lay person. He's busy working. So I say, after practice jhana or try to get some jhana for 5 years, why can't he just change to vipassana, 5 years is a long time. Now, what is jhana? Right? Jhana means a group of jhana factors. Very simply. And how do you check that you have jhana? You need to have this 5 for the first jhana. If you have this 5 and very strongly, then you go to a stage of mind. Now the jhana is as you those Abhidhamma students, you already learn. Now normally the mind is in the Kama Vachara, sense sphere. But the moment the mind goes inside jhana, the mind is in another type of mind. We call it Rupa Vachara. Okay, so the mind is totally different type. So the experience will be different. So the jhana means that at that time your mind will be on the worldly things, like you see, you hear something. But in the moment of jhana, your mind will be very quiet. You find yourself is like not in this place. It's like you are in another place or in another higher stage of mind. The experience is very different, definitely. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, in a jhana, there should be 5. Definitely first jhana. We are talking about first jhana. So after that, second jhana will be, remember we studied before, then there will be less and less and less and less. So vitaka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagata. Now, the only way to memorize all this, you just need to memorize the Pali again and again. So until people ask you, what is jhana? You say, vitaka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagata. Right. So that's why you learn Abhidhamma is helpful for you. Okay. I hope you all learn Abhidhamma and please don't listen to me. I have the student, they learn Abhidhamma now, they forget everything, learn to me. They learn the Pali, they forget everything and learn to me. So please keep the Abhidhamma knowledge. Abhidhamma knowledge is very, very helpful for us. Okay, now, okay, I think I need some rest, so I ask some student to read. Okay, Jen, can you read? Okay, you also Abhidhamma student. You just read Vitaka and so on. Okay.
Vitaka, initial application, put the mind on the object, sensual desire.
Reduce, you should say reduce sensual desire. Okay.
Reduce sensual desire. Vichara, sustain application, keep the mind on the object, reduce ill will. Piti, joy, refresh the mind and body, reduce sloth and torpor. Sukha, happiness, peacefulness, tranquilizing, calming the mind and body, reduce restlessness and worry. Ekagata, one-pointedness, focus on one object without scattering, reduce doubt.
Okay. Now, since you are Abhidhamma student, I can ask you. All
I
right.
try.
Okay. Now, do you understand them, or are you clear about this 5 jhana factors?
Yes.
Okay. In what way are you clear? Do you have this kind of experience? Of course, not to say you get jhana, right? But sometime before jhana, you also can get this experience, right?
Yes. So, Sergi, so you are referring on using this in meditations?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay, so I practice vipassana. So at the vitaka, I will put the mind at the in front of my nostril, and vichara is to continue. Oh, vitaka is direct the mind in front of the nostril, and vichara is to maintain the mind on in front of the nostril, and piti is when it happened for me is actually I can feel all my skin, like there's an electric going through my skin, and that actually helped to increase the energy in the meditations.
Okay,
Then,
good.
yeah. So with that, then the happiness and peacefulness are maintained. And one-pointedness occasionally happen when nimitta being observed. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, now, do you feel that they be able to reduce the hindrances?
Yes. Because our mind is like, one thing at a time, right? So if we are able to kind of move the mind on the objects, so it kind of block away the rest of the sensual experience. And yeah, when you're focusing, then you're not thinking something else, then there will not be ill will. PT is very sure because you can feel the energy happening in your body, and there's no slow and topple. And when happiness is happening, you don't even think about restlessness or worry of anything. Yeah. And when there's a one-pointedness, then you know that actually the meditation method is working, and that you will have no doubt about it.
Okay, good. All right. All right. So good for your sharing. Okay, thank you. Now, okay, now you're talking about just now you're talking about you feel like electricity, right? Do you know what kind of PT it is? There are 5 kinds here. When you feel like electricity, so which type? Do you know?
Wow, I don't know. Uplifting. I feel uplifting.
All right. Okay. Right. So can you read this one? 94, 98. Up to here. Please read. Yes.
Okay, PT has the characteristic of endearing. Its function is to refresh the body and the mind, or its function to provide thrill with rupture. It is manifested as elations, but it is of five kinds as minor, momentary, showering, uplifting, and pervading or rapturous. Minor joy is only able to raise the hairs on the body. Body suddenly cold goosebump. Momentary joy is like flashes of lightning at different moments. Showering joy breaks over the body again and again like waves on the seashore. Uplifting happiness can be powerful enough to levitate the body and make it spring up into the air. The pervading rapturous joy arise, the whole body is completely pervaded.
Okay, so which one do you think you have?
Then raising hair on the body, I think that happens.
That one. Okay, so this is called minor joy. So
Yeah.
because of you feel the hair laser, sometimes you feel like cold, but it's not that because of weather cold. All right. Sometimes people call it goosebump feeling, right? Normally people have goosebump when they see the ghost or whatever. But this is not ghost. It's just because of joy. So, but this is called minor joy. Second one, we call it flash of lightning. Some people feel like being like struck by lightning. So it's just very fast. So this is called momentary. Sometimes the next one actually quite nice. You feel like when when you go to beach, yeah, and the seashore, and then you feel the wave flows covers the body again, right? Sometimes you feel you call it showering. You feel like you are following the wave like up and down, up and down. That kind of very nice feeling. The next one, like sometimes you feel that your body is like kind of lifted, Some of the yogi where they have strong piti, they find that it's actually they thought they are not touching the cushion at all. Some are even like when they're doing walking meditation, they feel that their feet is not touching the ground. All these are very nice experience, yeah. And then finally, we call it pervading. So the whole body is pervaded. So after that, when this joy, okay, so yeah, let me ask the next student to read. Thank you. All right. Okay, now Shu Hong, can you read this one? The 99.
Yeah. Okay, Sayanji. Fivefold joy, when conceived and matured, perfects the twofold tranquility, that is, bodily and mental tranquility. When tranquility is conceived and matured, it perfects the twofold bliss or happiness, that is, bodily and mental bliss. When bliss is conceived and matured, it perfects the threefold concentration, that is, momentary concentration, excess concentration, and absorption concentration. Piti,
Okay. Pasadi,
Pasadi,
Sukha.
Sukha, and Samadhi.
Okay, do you think you have this experience before? If the joy is strong, you got the tranquility.
I haven't gone until that stage, Sayaji.
Then you do you like
Haven't.
chanting? Do you like chanting?
No. I prefer meditation.
Okay. So if you like chanting, I mean, if for people who like chanting, if some people when they do chanting, they also get this piti, tranquility. Yeah. All right. So if you prefer meditation, then you have to try until you get not to say all, but at least you can get after the joy, then you got the piti, then you got pasade, that's tranquility. Then after that you get sukha. Sukha is happiness where normally you can sit for even 2 hours, 3 hours. You don't feel want to move. Then of course when your mind is so calm and happy, it's very easy to get samadhi. Okay.
But Sayaji, since I'm online, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
This what is that? Is it you need to normally you have to kickstart with Samatha meditation before you proceed to
Vipassana.
Vipassana, is that to gain that concentration first?
Okay.
Am I right?
Not really. So I think I mentioned few times here. Okay. Let me find this where there's one book which actually my latest idol. This is Yuganaddha. It's one of the very famous sutta. What happened? Okay. All right. Okay. This is called in okay, 4 ways. First way is you develop the samatha first. Let me try open the Pali side by side. Okay, is it okay? Okay. First one, you develop the samatha. After that, you develop the vipassana. That's first way. Then second way, you develop vipassana and then samatha later, 2 way. Third way, you develop samatha and vipassana together. So this sutta is called Yoganada Sutta. Third way. Fourth way is when the mind has restlessness, then they need to find way to reduce the restlessness. So according to this sutta, this is really the Buddha's word. There are 4 ways to practice. So either samatha first, vipassana later, or vipassana first, samatha later, or samatha and vipassana together. The final way is reduce restlessness. So this sutta, you find the word Yoganada. So you find in Anguttara Nikaya. Anguttara Nikaya is one of the, we call it very authentic, right? Authentic sutta by the Buddha. So this one I think is Ananda, the Venerable Ananda. He told the other monks. Okay. Right? So Yoganada. So this book show that actually samatha is not the only way. Okay? Is it okay? Can
Yeah. And sorry, another question. Is it that absorption concentration is only present in Rupa Vachara and is not present in Kama Vachara?
Yes. To go inside the jhana, you need to have absorption. Absorption concentration means jhana. That is a rupa vachara chitta. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So absorption is only present in Rupa Vachara state.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
Okay. So you study Abhidhamma before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are also considered old student. So next time I can ask you more questions already. All right. Okay. Now, so the key point is we need piti, 5 kind of piti, then we get passaddhi, tranquility, then we got sukha, and finally we got samadhi. So if you develop in this way, I think in Friday class, I think some of you didn't attend because you have other commitment. Friday class, I also mentioned in the 6th Anusati Sutta that this is the way to develop samadhi, which is very secure and very easy, not so tiring. Because once you got piti, then you got passaddhi, tranquility, then you got bliss, happiness, and samadhi. All right, so you can develop in this way. So beside just meditation, what we say, do chanting. For people who look chanting, even people for those who don't like chanting, you should try to improve your liking to chanting. At first, I also doesn't like chanting because I prefer to analyze chanting because I'm Pali scholar, right? You know, the problem is every time I look at the Pali, my mind start to analyze, this is a present tense, this is a future tense, this is a imperative mode, this is a nominative case. So I always start with the chanting. But because I associate with people who have faith, I just now say, if you want to have concentration, you need to associate with people who have concentration. If you want to have more faith, you need to associate with people more faith. And Sahaja Agawati is opposite of me. She has lots of faith. Okay. So that's how I improve my faith. Now I also start to like chanting. Okay, I think we still have time. Let's continue with 105. Okay, let's look for somebody else. Okay, sister, go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, please read 105. Yes.
I can't see on my screen.
Huh? You cannot see?
I can only see your face and others.
Okay. I didn't share the screen just now, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm sharing the screen. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Can you see now?
Can see your screen, actually.
Can. I think you need to press the button. Yeah.
I have to press the button.
Yeah. There's one button on your tablet, whatever. Okay, you cannot see. Okay, never mind.
Oh, never mind later.
Okay, later I call another one.
I can see now.
Okay, now please read. All right.
Okay, so the 105, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mind affected through lust by greed for varied objective fields does not become concentrated on an object consisting in unity or being overwhelmed by lust. It does not enter on the way to abandoning the sense desire element. When pestered by ill will towards an object, it does not occur uninterruptedly. When overcome by stiffness and torpor, sloth and torpor, I guess, it is unwieldy. When seized by agitation and worry, it is unquiet and buzzes out. When stricken by uncertainty, it fails to mount the way to accomplish the attainment of Jhāna. So it is this only that are called factors of abandoning because they are specifically obstructive to Jhāna.
Okay, so do you know what it is? What does this paragraph trying to say?
Maybe it's talking about the hindrance of lust, ill will, sloth
Okay.
and torpor, agitation and worry and uncertainty, which is obstructive to Jhāna.
Okay, good. Now these 5 hindrances, okay, all these are 5 hindrances. Now we call it, why do we call it hindrances? Because it hinder the progress of meditation, right? There's one way. Sometimes they say hinder the path to heaven. Okay, so if you want to go to heaven, you cannot have 5 hindrances, right? So we need to be aware. You cannot have too much of the lust, because your lust means your mind is scattered outside, right? Or evil. Because if you have evil, your mind also cannot continue. Because when you have anger, you cannot meditate properly. When your mind is slow and torpor means sleepiness, your mind is not working well. When you have agitation, your mind is not quiet. When you have uncertainty means you cannot continue to the jhana or even nibbana. All right. Okay, I think we just rest 5 minutes and then we continue. Okay, so we break here. Okay, we continue. All right, 106. Okay, Brother Ko, are you here?
Yes.
Okay. Can you read 106? Yeah.
Okay. 106. Applied thought directs the mind onto the object. Sustained thought keeps it anchored there. Happiness produced by the success of the effort refreshes the mind whose effort has succeeded through not being distracted by those hindrances, and bliss intensifies it for the same reason. That unification either by this directing onto this anchoring, this refreshing, and this intensifying evenly and rightly centers the mind with its remaining associated states on the object, consisting in unity. Consequently, possession of 5 factors should be understood as the arising of these 5, namely applied thought, sustained thought, happiness, bliss, and unification of mind.
Okay, so what do you think all these are about?
It is to describe the state when a person attains jhana. That is the 5 factors.
5 factors, okay? 5 jhana factors, right?
5 jhana factors are there simultaneously.
So does it say about attaining the jhana?
It didn't say, but it didn't say it's jhana, but it says that it's unification of the mind.
Okay, unification of mind means ekagata, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay, here it didn't say about jhana, but it can be before the jhana, because before jhana is access concentration, or in the jhana there's absorption. So it can apply at both cases, all right? Okay. Because the main thing is for us, we need to develop these 5 jhana factors to remove the 5 hindrances. This one we already mentioned above, all right? Okay. Thank you, Brother Ko.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, now, one, okay, 1 to 7. Sister Vera, can you read 1 to 7?
Good evening, Saiji. Extend the sign. In order to perfect the development of consciousness, he should besides extend the counterpart sign according as acquired. Now, there are 2 planes for extension, namely access and absorption. For it is possible to extend it on reaching access and on reaching absorption. But the extending should be done consistently in one or the other, which is why it was said he should besides extend the counterpart sign according as acquired. The way to extend it is this. The meditator should not extend the sign as a clay bowl or a cake or boiled rice or a creeper or a piece of cloth is extended. He should first delimit with his mind successive sizes for the sign, according as acquired. Not, that is to say, 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, and then extend it by the amount delimited, just as a plowman delimits with the plow the area to be plowed and then plows within the area delimited, or just as bhikkhus fixing a boundary first observe the marks and then fit it. He should not, in fact, extend it without having delimited the amount it is to be extended by. After that has been done, he can further extend it, doing so by delimiting successive boundaries of, say, a span, a ratana, that is 2 spans, the veranda, the surrounding space, 38, the monastery, and the boundaries of the village, the town, the district, the kingdom, and the ocean, making the extreme limit the world sphere or even beyond.
What do you think it's trying to say?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know. Okay, now the first part. All right. So this means that now we are talking about counterpart sign. This is the Paṭhavī nimitta. All right. Remember just now we say how many sign we have? You had to go back to very beginning. All right.
3.
Okay. 3. All right. So you can do it at only at this one. This means that the mind at that time sees some sign already. It should be quite bright without fault. So this is happen when you already close your eye. You'll be able to grasp the mind. You'll be able to develop it. You'll be able to reduce some hindrances. That's why earlier on we are talking about 5 hindrances. We are talking about 5 jhana factors. So at this point, either at the access concentration or absorption concentration, so you already see the sign. So you need to extend your mind. Okay, extend your mind. So how you extend it, like you say, you can make it, you need to mark it. Okay, you want to make it like a span or ratana or veranda. It means that in your mind you make it as increase. You extend by the amount you need to fix a amount, like what kind of area you want to extend. But remember, all this you are dying in your mind, you know. It's not the physical anymore because you're on the third sign. Okay? And that's what I'm trying to say. For example, we just say give example, all right? What you see is a sign like this in your mind. All right, it's very bright and shiny and without fault. So you need to, okay, you want to extend like this. Then after that, you extend a little bit longer, bigger, right? So you extend your mind. So then after that, you extend some more and some more. Okay, and that's the idea. Then there are 5 kinds of mastery. All right, so let's see. Okay, 5 kinds of mastery everything. So you need to avert, then attain the jhana. So you need to resolve the duration of jhana, and then you need to emerge from the jhana and master in reviewing. So this is when somebody already get the good in jhana. Okay, so we skip it. So let's go for practice first. So we already mentioned about this is a kind of like Kasina. All right. So the first one you see, you need to okay, now we are going to practice now since we had time. Let me adjust it. Okay. Right, you all can see this one, right? So now what we do is you make yourself sit comfortably. All right, sit comfortably. So you're going to look at it for maybe 5 minutes with open eyes. Okay. So you just look at it with open eyes. Don't look at the black color. Look at the earth kasiṇa. Like you make a piece of earth kasiṇa, put in front of you, and you open eyes, look at it, and to reduce the wandering mind, you can recite in your mind like Paṭhavī, or earth. But the main thing, open your eyes, look at this Kasiṇa. Okay, can we start now? Okay, so we will start it. So make yourself sit comfortably, looking at it. Okay, now you close your eyes and try to see the same image, the earth Kasiṇa, as in your mind. So if you cannot see it, you need to open your eyes and look at it again, right? So you can close your eyes now. Okay, so if you cannot see it, open your eyes, look at it, then close your eyes again and try to recall the same earth image. Okay, so we will stop for a while. So do you think it's easy to do? Thomas, how do you think?
Yes, I find it easy. The mind picks it up very quick. I see it
Okay.
in different color. The Ugaha nimitta, it's blue. And
You
it
cannot see blue color. It must be this same color.
no, always I see it like a negative. I see
Huh?
this. It's not new to me, this sensation.
Okay. You see in
And
negative
then
color. You don't see in brown color?
no, I see negative. I see the disc. I see dark, and the background I see lighter.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
the earth is bluish, and the background is light. It's always like this. It's like negative.
Okay,
Like
okay.
negative.
All right. So what you do is to having more experience, you should do like the lady in the you video just now. Go and get a earth you make yourself with mindfulness, you know? So make yourself with mindfulness, the process will be longer, right? So when you get the earth with your hand, you hold in your hand, you make clear, smooth it. Then after that, you see in front. Then you will see it as a brown color. Okay? You should see it as a brown color, not the negative color. Definitely no. Okay? Because you say either in brown or dawn color is the best. You don't see it white, you don't see it black or white or other color, because you see it, other color is color Kasiṇa already. Okay, all right.
So I also have the same experience as Thomas. I see like a negative.
All right, no. You are not getting the Ugaha nimitta. Ugaha nimitta will be something we call it reproduce in your mind, you know, right? So you are actually seeing the same thing. It means that your mind will grasp at the first one where we prepare the earth Kasiṇa. You will grasp with your mind. So it should be same with the fault. This means that if it's brown color, it should be brown color. If it is reddish color, it should be reddish color. Okay? The one you see, the negative one, it is I think your mind is not, your concentration is not there. Right? Right. So the best way to make it more memorable is go and find the earth yourself. Okay? You know why people always recall the car accident? Why? Because car accident is such an impactful to the mind, right? Even many years ago, they still remember the car accident, whatever. Because it's very shocking to the mind. Now, to make it memorable, you have to remind, just not like the lady, go and do the process. Find the earth, take out all the dirt and put on a round tray and nail it, smooth it. So then you put in front of you, sit and look at it. Okay? All right, so this is just a test. Okay, now we go for other Kasiṇa, all right? So I remember last time I practiced this because there's one hermit in Myanmar, also got hermit. He draw on a piece of, on a clear land, he draw the round circle and make us standing around the round circle and ask us to look at it. Now, okay, now, remember we say, the other way is you can use color. For those who use color, you, for example, use the flower and you put on a tray with, this is, you all know in Malaysia, we call it bunga telang. Blue, this is we call it, what? Blue pea flower, which I have in our center. It's a very nice color. So, of course, when you put on a tray, your eyes will look at it. It will be with the fault. What is the fault? Means you will see the stick, the little bit white color. This is called fault. So, okay. When your eyes look at it, it's with fault. When your mind look at it, when your mind is grasped by the mind, also with the fault. But later when you change the counterpart sign, it will be very just blue color only. All right. It should be blue color at this point. Okay. So this is called natural one. Natural one means you go to garden and look at the blue color. Or if you prefer other color, look at the yellow color, white color, or red color. So this is called natural Kasiṇa. So if you want to make it, what you do is find a piece of paper, yellow color or blue color, make a round circle and cut it. Okay. And after that, if you want to, you can use a cloth or paper, just cut it. And you can just sit and paste on the wall. All right, but the posture is not right. You should sit straight and just look at it. Paste it. So at first you see it's yellow, 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 yellow. So when you close your eye, you see the same yellow color. All right, you will not see the negative whatever, right? Okay, now let's try the blue color. All right, since you all talk about color, let's see now. Okay, I think this is easy. So we just look at the blue color. Okay, now. Or you all prefer other color? Should we try yellow color? Okay, yeah, okay, let's try yellow color. Remember, Kasiṇa should be a round shape. Okay, so imagine you are doing a yellow color Kasiṇa, and the best, of course, you cut it with a piece of cloth or piece of paper and paste in front of you. Okay, now we will start here. 5 minutes, look at with open eyes. So if you find that your mind wandering, then you recite in your mind yellow, 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 yellow. Okay, we can start now. Okay, you can close your eyes and try to recall the same yellow color. Okay, so everybody have good try. Anybody see yellow or see dark color? Some they say they see dark color. What color do you see, Thomas?
I see the exact the square, the white square, but I see it all black. No
All
yellow.
white.
No white. No
Okay.
white, no yellow, only black.
Black again.
But the outline very exact, very clear. Very nice.
Purple color. But the coach say purple. How come
That
the color
I
change it
said.
to Yes.
So when I was staring with my eyes
Yeah.
open, I see the yellow color become like a sun, like it's moving
Oh
somehow.
yeah, right. Because our mind tend to associate the color. Yeah, I also see like that now. Yeah. When you see the yellow, you associate your mind automatically associate with the sun. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's remind you of the sun. So another way to do is we do the opposite way. We do the other way. You think of the sun because if you are somebody who always see the sunrise, you think about the sunrise and you associate with this yellow kasina. It's also workable. Okay.
Yeah, because
Right.
I see like the frame of the round is like started to disappear. Like
Yeah.
it feels
But
exactly
at
like
least you see yellow color, right?
no. After I close my eyes, I
Yeah.
see exactly black. The white
Black.
frame become black frame, and the sun become purple color. I don't know why. I keep telling myself
Okay.
it's yellow,
Alright.
it's yellow, but the yellow didn't
Okay.
come out, but become
Okay.
purple.
What we need you all to do is you all go and make a prepared one. All right. So prepared one means go and do a piece of cloth or paper and cut yourself. Okay. Like this. You make it experience because if you are involving in the experience of making kasina, you'll remember the color better. Okay. So because now it's just through the computer, it's not easy because of the gray and so on, right? It's actually not so easy for the eyes. So try to make a physical one. Or if you are somebody who love flowers, all right, go and find the bunga terang, this blue pea flower and put inside a tray and arrange it so the blue color will be obvious. So if you are somebody who love flower, you will see it easier. Or if you are somebody who loves nature, just go and sit outside the nature, look at the yellow color, white color, red color. Okay? So try it. Right. So how many kasina we have? So far we already say how many kasina we have. We have Paṭhavī, Apo, Tejo, Vāyo, 4 colors. Earth, water, fire. Water is very easy. You go and find a kind of barrel, whatever. Just put the water there. But unfortunately for the water is it will reflect the. Let's say if you put outside the sky, it will have the sky color, right? So water color is a little bit difficult. Fire will be easy. Just put the fire kind of like a candle. I think it's on the next page. The one I say. Okay, you go and find the color, whatever. I remember I put on the next on the past lecture notes. So there's a thing somewhere here. Yeah, this one. I didn't put it to it. Okay. All right. So if you go, actually for water is if you go for a natural one, you go to see a lake, you get it easily. So you see the fire. Okay, you look at the fire. So it's also easy to get. For the wind, you need to see when the trees are moving. Okay, so when you see the trees are moving or leaves are moving, so just focus on the movement. That's for the wind. Okay. Right? So today we practice on the earth. So out of these 4 colors, choose the color you like. Blue or yellow or red or white. Okay. And the space is not easy. Space, if you maybe just look at the empty space or whatever. Light is when the light like put a piece of sometimes the window open so you can see the light cast in, right? Okay, today we go through the certain important part about the Jhāna, 5 hindrances and the different types of Kasina. Okay, so try to prepare yourself. So make it more memorable for you, right? Because not easy to see this with the computer screen and then the gray and so the computer gray and so on. Yeah. All right, I think enough. So I hope you all practice and don't tell me you only see the black black Kasina.
Sayanji,
We don't have black Kasina, all right? Okay.
Sayanji,
Yes. Yes.
can I ask any dimensions? Specific
Uh,
dimensions?
you are, as long as you're comfortable with it, okay?
Oh, no specific dimensions.
It say that, okay, yeah. For example, for the water, it's like this, okay? And then the fire means you look at the fire. Wind, you look at the wind. And then this one. Okay, now we talk about dimension. Is as long as you feel comfortable, all right? So for example, look at it. For example, let's say this man, he looking at the Kasina. So if it is too big, then his eyes need to open very big, right? If this is too small, his eyes need to narrow down. So make sure it's just just a right size for you. Some people prefer bigger, some people prefer smaller. Okay? So you make yourself. So maybe if you do like 5 centimeter is too small, maybe you do 10 centimeter. I think 10 centimeter or 15 centimeter will be just right for your own. You can experience yourself and choose the color you like. Okay. Some people prefer white. Some people prefer red. Some people prefer blue color. Okay. So according to there's no green color, right? No green color, no black Kasina also. So after you all practice, don't tell me you only see black Kasina. We don't have black Kasina here. Okay. Okay, so okay, so this is a homework for you all. You all practice and we will discuss next week. Okay, so let us share the merits. So I think every time I chant, also quite tired now. So can we invite somebody to chant? How about Thomas? To increase your faith. All right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
From sharing merits with all beings to start.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Sharing the merits with all beings. Imang no punya bagang sabba satanang dema. Imang no punya bagan sabba satanang dema. Iman no punya bagang sabba satanang dema. We share this merit with all sentient beings. May they obtain this merit and be well and happy. Sharing of merits to the departed ones. Idang no nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang no nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang no nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Let this merit go to our relatives. May our relatives be happy. Sharing with the Devas. Akasata Chabumata Deva Naga Mahidika Punyang Tang Anumoditwa Chirang Rakantu Sasanang. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty powers, having rejoiced in these merits, Long protect the dispensation of the Buddha. Aka Sata Chabumata Deva Naga Mahidika Punyang Tam Manumoditva Chirang Rakantu Desanang. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty powers, having rejoiced in these merits, long protect the teaching of the Buddha. Aka Sata Jabumata Deva Naga Mahidika Punyang Tam Manumoditva Chirang Rakantu Mamparanti. May all beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty powers, having rejoiced these merits, long protect me and others. A blessing. Ayurarogyas sampati saga sampati mevacha ato nibbana sampati imanete samichatu. Longevity, good health, a rebirth in heaven, and the attainment of nibbana. May you achieve this by this merit. Blessing to the world. Devo vasatu kalena sassa sampatti hotucha pittu bhavatu lokocha raja bhavatu dhammiko. May the rain fall at suitable times, may the crop be abundant, may the world be prosperous, may the king be righteous. Aspiration. Ada imaya patibadaya charamaranama parimuchisami idang me punyang asavaka vayaham hotu idang me punyang nivanasa pasayo hotu idang me silang magapala nyanasa pasayo hotu. Indeed, by this mental training, I shall surely be freed from aging, sickness, and death. By my merit, may I eradicate all defilements. May my merit be conducive to the attainment of Nibbana. May my observance of morality be a condition to attain path and fruition knowledge. Imina punya kamena mahame balasamagamo satam samagamo hotu yava nibbana. By this merit that I have acquired, may I never meet the foolish person. May I meet the wise and virtuous person until I attain nibbana, ultimate peace and happiness. Buddha sasanam chirang titatu. Buddha sasanam chirang titatu. Buddha sasanam chirang titatu. May the Buddha's teaching last long in the world. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you. So when you chant more, then it's good. You can increase your faith also. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining this session. I hope you all enjoy learning the Kasina. So go and make your own Kasina. You paste on the wall. Let's say you choose the wall. Let's say it's maybe a little bit not so heavy color. So you just paste it. All right. So it's easy. Just a round circle. Or if you like nature, go and find the flowers or go to the park, draw a circle on the earth. All right. And then just sit and look at it. Okay. Then if people ask you what you're doing, say, I'm practicing Kasina. Okay. Because sometimes people don't understand why you sit there looking at the earth. Right. All right. Okay. See you all. Oh yeah. Tomorrow we will do Anusati again. So for those who join the Friday class, remember to give me some feedback on your Anusati practice. Okay. Buddha Anusati. Okay. See you all next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.